Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Transformational Soul. My name is Ruth Soltman, and I want to welcome all of our viewers and listeners. This show is streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and now Twitter. So thank you so much for tuning in and being here tonight. And if you're watching the replay afterwards, thank you so much for watching the replay. I really appreciate that. Please click the thumbs up or the like buttons. Please share and retweet the show. I greatly appreciate that as well. And please, if you're here, say hello so we can say hi back. Please check out my website, ruthsoltman.com. That's RUTH, S as in Sam, OL, T as in Tom, M as in Mary, AN as in Nancy.com. You can go to my website and find out all about my books, all about my oracle cards, and my services as well. This Saturday, I hope you will join us at 8 p.m. Eastern for the Spiritual Message Circle. That's June 10th, I believe, this Saturday coming up. And this, if you have not joined us for the Spiritual Message Circle, for a small donation of only $20 or more, you will get a message from all of the show hosts that are on the panel that night. It's always a lot of fun. It's always really interesting to see how the messages relate to one another. And, you know, it's always a really good time. And even if you don't want to get a message for yourself, I guarantee you come and watch the show. You're going to hear something that was meant for you. Something's going to be said that's going to deeply resonate with you. So it's a win-win situation. Goldylocks Productions also has a group on Telegram. And there's lots of good information that is shared there. So check that out. There's a conversation daily going on. And also, the Goldylocks Productions has an online store where you can purchase merchandise. You know, it'll have like our show names or different sayings. And there's lots of different items that you can purchase. So check those out. And don't forget to check out the Goldylocks Productions Energize cards. These are created by all of the show hosts, and they're absolutely wonderful cards. I'm sure you're probably familiar with them because most of us use them, you know, quite often on our shows. And Tiffany will post the link for that. And when you click that link on and you order them, they'll be shipped directly to you. So check that out. And those also make a really great gift. You can also become a Goldylocks Productions VIP. There are different membership levels to being a VIP, and there's different perks that are related to each level. And there's also a special VIP show twice a month. You can join through Patreon or you can join through YouTube. Also, think about sponsoring one of the Goldylocks Productions shows. When you sponsor a show, Tiffany will make up like a little advertisement, commercial type thing that'll be played during the show that you've sponsored. So if you have a new business or you're starting, you know, have some hobby at home that you're trying to, you know, get going, it would be a great way to get your name and your stuff out there. So you, in addition to helping the show host, you would also be doing some great advertising for yourself. Now, it's not required, but if you would like to make a tip or donation, you are more than welcome to do that. It is greatly appreciated. And you can do that via my Venmo or Super Chat or Super Sticker on YouTube or Rumble Rant on Rumble. And if you do make a donation of $5 or more, when I do messages, it's going to move you to the head of the line. So that's just a little thank you and a little perk for you as well. And thank you all who have and who do this like regularly. You guys are awesome that share my show information, share my show posts. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so, so much. I also want to wish a happy birthday to everyone who's celebrating this week. I know Kim Smith had a birthday on the 4th, and off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone else. But if you can, or if you have a birthday this week, then happy birthday to you. Birthdays are very special days. And, that's our special day, our special time. I'm going to say hello to some people that are out here. Oh, Robert, thank you so much for your super sticker. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Robert's here. Hello. And I'd be happy to do a message for you, Robert. Hello, Richard. Richard's here. And Veronica. Hey, Veronica, I was just thinking about you and wondering how your weather is. I saw you had posted earlier about some nasty weather heading your way, and I hope everything's okay and everyone is safe. I'm just going to write down Robert's name so I don't forget. Hello, Sarah. Nice to see you. And Kim Smith. Hello, Kim. And happy birthday to you this week. And okay. Let's see if I can get this written. Leonie Blue, is that correct? Hello to you. Welcome. Beautiful evening to you as well. Very happy you could join us. Oh, you're welcome, Kim. You are very welcome. So I have to tell you, I got up, I know I had shared with you for a couple months now, I've been having a difficult time sleeping, and it's brought my energy levels down as far as having energy like to do a lot, to physical energy, not my other energy. But I got up over the weekend and I felt like I had fallen down the stairs or something. You know how you're really sore, and it's like every muscle in my body was, I wouldn't really say painful, but uncomfortable. And my joints, I was laying in bed a couple of nights ago and I moved my foot, and the way my foot felt, it felt like my foot was broken. It felt like it was broken. Well, I knew it couldn't be because it wasn't broken before I went to bed, but just the way it felt and the type of discomfort in my foot, that's what it felt like to me. And, this has continued for a couple of days now. And when I got up this morning, I was very, very tired. And I thought, I don't know. I've had some of my grandkids have been spending the night lately because they're all out of school now. So I've had a couple extra. And so I've been doing stuff with the kids and then still not getting as much sleep as what I feel I need. And it's not for lack of trying. It's just I'm not sleeping well. I'll wake up or I just lay there for hours and can't go to sleep. And that has happened since April when we did our change of the clocks. And I guess my body's just taking time to catch up. So I was sitting there today, and usually a few days before my show, I will get some information, on what they want me to relay on my show. And this week I haven't gotten anything. And I will say now that school is out, and now that my youngest granddaughter doesn't nap anymore, my daytime free time has gone down to pretty much nothing, because I used to have a couple hours and it gave me some really good time, to get my thoughts together and to do things like that on a daily basis. And I'm not able to do that now. And it's an adjustment, but it's just a way I have to rearrange my time in my own mind. And, I'm getting there. It's just an adjustment. But I got up today and I was like, I am so tired. I am just so tired. And I'm still getting no information for the show. And I'm like, well, maybe I'm not supposed to do my show today. Maybe I should cancel. I'm like, no, that just doesn't seem right. And so as the day went on, still nothing is coming to me. And I'm feeling very weird today. I noticed some like anxiety. Things were kind of like, I don't know, getting on my nerves type of thing. Um, I seem to be a little bit more sensitive to a lot of noise than I used to be. And now we talked about this many times before. And a few weeks ago, we were talking about the Schumann resonance, the heartbeat of Mother Earth. And I shared the app with you that Tiffany had shared with me, and I check it every day. I'm trying to correlate that number with certain ways, when I'm feeling. So I check it all the time now. Days and days, the amplitude has been at 9, 9, 9, 9. And I'm like, okay. I looked at it today and it was 120. I kid you not. 120. I was like, no wonder I'm feeling so, like, I don't know. It's really hard to describe how I've been feeling. But I'm sure you guys are feeling it too. Now, when Tiffany first started talking about the Schumann resonance a long time ago, I had asked her about it because to me, when I look at it, it was very confusing. And, they got all these different charts and stuff. And then, you don't really know what everything means. But she explained it to me in a very easy and simple way. The amplitude, that number, those are the frequencies that are coming in. That's the stuff that we feel and that we are sensitive to. So you can imagine going from 9 for days and days and days, and now we're at 120. It's crazy. Now, since I have been checking it on my app, I've never seen it that high before today, ever. And I remember saying a while ago how we were going to have all these crazy energy waves this year. And I feel like this is going to go on for a while. So I was looking on Facebook and I was looking for some information just for better understanding for me. And I came across this really awesome post that I want to share with you guys. And I think you guys it might help someone out there. So I guess yesterday, the Schumann resonance was down for 7 hours. There was like a blackout. And this post is from A Girl in the Universe. That's her name on Facebook. And it says that we're in a very special time, which we all know that we are. You can feel it, you know it. It says time is speeding up and slowing down. And I thought that was really awesome because we've talked about that a lot on all of our shows, how time has been so strange lately. One day it'll seem like it's moving in slow motion, and the next day it's over in the blink of an eye. It's been absolutely crazy. And she says, A Girl in the Universe says that the energies have changed again too. We have creation energies coming in and filling up the area all around you. These are the highest vibrational energies yet and part of the pre-love wave energies. Now, how much do you like the sounds of that? I got goosebumps when I said that. Pre-love wave energies, love wave energies. Now, just think about this, how strong these energies are right now. Can you imagine when these love wave energies come in and they're that strong? How amazing is it going to feel? I mean, it is going to be so amazing. Now, with this girl, A Girl in the Universe, goes on to say that these vibrational energies are here to upgrade your system to the highest point possible in this now moment. And we know that we have to live in the now. Now, it says because they are such high energies, that you might experience some ascension symptoms. So she goes on to talk about some ascension symptoms: extreme tiredness, body cramps, nerve pain, jaw pain, dizziness. So if any of you guys have been having any of these lately, then it's very possible it relates to all of this energy. Head pressure, sore throat, anxiety, restless legs, itching. And as I'm reading these, I mean, I've had many of these. Neck and back pains, unconditional love, lack of appetite, or you may feel like you can't eat enough, feeling hot or cold randomly. And there's like so many more that like too many to even mention. She also says that these symptoms are just the tip of what may be felt. So it could be a lot more. You may be experiencing one or two things, or you could be experiencing all of them. So what we have to do is give ourselves what we need right now, which is some extra self-love, extra water, because we really, really, really need to stay hydrated, because we have all this stuff with the energies. Plus, if you live in a warm climate, you've got that too. And one thing she said here that I thought was really awesome is that she says, everything is happening to get you ready to hold the energies of the incoming love wave. I just love that. I think that is so incredibly cool. She says that the love wave pre-wave is all around you. Next will be the final full love wave. And she says when it rolls in, you will know it, because you're going to feel it all around you. She says all that's left is for us to do is to allow it to all just happen. And hydration is your friend. And honestly, I can't say that enough. Hydration is your friend. It can it can help when you're hungry. It can help when you're a lot of different things. Of course, I can't think of what they are at the moment. I put myself on the spot there. Hello, Linnell. Hello, Jan. Sarah says she's having some of the same issues trying to sleep. I know. Linnell, too. I know. And the sleep thing drives me crazy. There'll be like a night when I know I don't have to be up early. And like the other night, my granddaughter, she's 2 years old. She came knocking on my door at 6 o'clock in the morning. And she just woke up and, couldn't go back to sleep. Now I've noticed sleep things with her too. And I'm sure she's very sensitive to the energy. But I've noticed a huge change in her sleep habits. And I don't know, it's just been really, really wild. Like today, I thought it was like about, 12 or 1 o'clock. And I looked at the clock and it was almost 4. And, I almost fell off my seat because I could not believe, where did the day go? It's like, it was just gone. Now, I will say something really fun that I did with my grandkids today. I had, of course, Judy. She's 2, and Laren is 7. They're sisters. And then Brandon, who's my oldest daughter's son. He is 7. Okay, Laren's 6. Brandon's 7. And Charlotte, Kristen's daughter, she's 5. And they all were here last night. And then we went outside this morning, and Brandon's got this awesome app on his phone where when he uses it, he can, and the birds are outside singing, it'll pick up what kind of bird it is and let you know. So we were doing that for a bit. He loves doing that at home. And then we did some tree hugging. And the kids just went out there hugging the tree. And, I can feel the energy. And I said, well, what does it feel like? And one of them said, it's like it vibrates. I'm like, yeah, that I get that too. And then 2 or 3 of them said, it feels like love. And I just thought that was so beautiful. It feels like love. And I said, well, you're giving them love and they're giving you love in return. That's what they do. And then they go on to talk about, how trees are so beneficial for us and stuff. But it was a lot of fun. I used to do that with Harley, the tree hugging, and she used to get the biggest kick out of it. And I think it's awesome for kids to tap into that and to feel that energy and to be cognizant of it, right? And to recognize what it is. I think that's really cool. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay. How much time do I spend with my grandkids? I spend as much time with my grandkids as I can, Linnell. They are all a blast. I have 3 that live in Michigan, so I don't see them very much. I have 2 that I live with. I have 2 that are 20 minutes away, and then I have 3 that are about an hour away. And the ones that live an hour away are the ones that are right now involved in like dance and sports and stuff. So we get to go to a lot of those events, which is, really, really awesome. Um, I've always felt so blessed because I've had a lot of friends over the years that, that they would have just one or two grandkids and they would live on the other side of the country and they would see them once a year. And that always made me sad because I guess, I just feel so blessed that I get to spend so much time with mine. My grandkids are all pretty awesome. Um, and I feel like I have a really good relationship with them. And that's like the fun part about it. Like they get really excited when they see me, and they think I'm pretty cool. So, at least right now. I'm sure when they get a little older they won't, but they think so now, so that's all good. And we have another one coming this month. I do believe that will be the last, but we never, who knows? Who knows what's in store for this family? Okay, Sarah, sleeping, yes. Jan, Jan here trying to do a work thing at the same time. That's too hot. Yes, it is. Oh, Veronica, I picked D, all of the above. My body is a mess. Mine has been feeling like that. And I was thinking to myself, the change in my sleep, and then as I'm feeling a lot of these symptoms, all started just after my birthday. And then, that little voice will say, remember what your mom said about when you turn 40? Well, you're a bit older than that now. So, maybe that's all this. Like, heck no, that is not. I don't buy into that crap at all. This is something totally different. And I know it is. I still have a little bit of congestion. A lot of it has moved down like into my chest now. That's just like the cycle where it goes. And, we're taking care of releasing that. And I know it's not, anything like I have no fever. I don't have anything like that. Oh no. Or anything like that. But it's so funny how, we get really ingrained in things we grew up with and things we were always told. But I didn't buy into any of that now, and I'm certainly not doing that now. Our minds believe everything or our bodies believe everything that that we say, what it hears, what our mind thinks. That's what our body is going to believe. Now, for example, the other day, as you can see here, I was cooking, accidentally, somehow laid my hand down on the pan. And I'm like, oh, look at that. And you know how it'll start burning for a minute. I'm like, no, it's not. And I'm really surprised that there's even really a mark there. I did some energy stuff to it, and immediately it stopped burning or anything. And I had forgotten it was there until today when I took a shower. I noticed it again. And I'm like, oh, look at that. But yes, we need to make sure we're taking extra good care of ourselves. We want to be able to absorb some of this wonderful energy. And I really feel like the reason we get a lot of symptoms is because, well, like it's 120 now, right? And to have all that hit you pretty much all at once, that energy, that's intense for our human bodies, right? So that's why it hits us like it does. So really, the more water we can drink is going to be better. If we are able to get sleep, it's going to help. It's going to help our bodies a lot. If you can't get a lot of rest, meditate. I can remember this one time I did this meditation, and I really wish I could remember which one it was because I've done so many over the years. But it was one to, I don't remember what it was actually for, but I felt completely rejuvenated afterwards, completely like I had so much energy. It was just amazing. And I think about that often because it was like that meditation had such a great effect on me, on my body. And it would be really nice to be able to do that. Linnell says, I've been asked to join in with a new grandbaby. I'm just not sure that's best for my path. Torn for sure. Well, yeah, only you are not going to know the answer to that one now. All I can say is I feel truly blessed. I really, really do. Like my mom, when my dad passed, he didn't have any great grandkids then. So he never got to enjoy any of them. And my dad was the one who really loved kids. He got down on the floor and played with my kids, even though it would take him like 15 minutes to get off the floor. He would do anything for his grandkids. And he was always playing with them, whether it was video games or playing ball outside or taking them to get ice cream. Always, always, always. He had 6 grandkids. And he would have just been over the moon with his great-grandkids. Now, my mom, when she went, we had 1, 2, 3. Well, Krista was pregnant with Charlotte. So my mom didn't get to see Charlotte. So I think there were 6 grandkids, great-grandkids for her before she passed. And she just absolutely adored them. She couldn't do a lot with them, but she loved spending time with them. She would read to them. They would sing. She'd bounce them on her lap. She got a big kick out of just watching them play. And it's really cool that you can look at your grandkids and you can totally see your child in them. I think that's like one of the most awesome, well, there's a lot of awesome things, but that's one thing that I really did notice. In each one of my grandkids, I can see their parent completely. Like Charlotte is so much like Kristen when Kristen was little that when you look at pictures of Kristen at the same age Charlotte is, I mean, they look so much alike in their little personalities, and it's just so adorable. And it's like that in each of my kids' families. You can totally see them in each of their children. And that's just such a beautiful, beautiful thing, in my opinion. Veronica said we had a thunderstorm the night before last, and the thunder was loudly crackling rather than rumbling. I have never heard it like that before. Many people commented the same. That's interesting. Linnell, you are very welcome. Linnell said, glad I shared safe space. Well, you are very welcome. We've had some not odd, but unusual, I would say, weather. They forecast the thunderstorms for like 7 days in a row. And one day we wouldn't get anything, but then one day, all of a sudden it would just cloud up and we'd have a thunderstorm, then it would be gone. Then the next day, like the same thing, and it would last for a couple of hours. So we had one the other night, and I had just come in from taking the dogs out. I came in, and there was nothing going on when I was out there. I came in, and within 5 minutes, the wind was howling. Scared the dogs, all of the dogs, even the big ones, half to death. And then it started, there's a lot of thunder. There's a lot of lightning too, but the kids were sleeping, so they didn't know. And then it kind of blew through somewhat quickly, and then it was a little bit cooler, which was really nice. But yes, I have noticed the weather being a little bit odd lately too. So I hope you guys will take some extra care with yourselves. I mean, our bodies really need it. All this energy is a lot for our human selves. And the more you can do, the better it's going to be for your body. Now, I remember last fall doing a whole show about this and about how we need to get our bodies prepared for all of this energy and stuff. And, a lot of us have made a lot of changes. So maybe the impact of the energy isn't as much. But I will say, with the energy being as powerful as it's been this year, all the changes that I made weren't enough for it to not affect me in a physical way. So I hope that going forward that we all start to do that. And especially with water. In the winter months, for some reason, I don't know if my body doesn't feel like it needs as much water, but I have a more difficult time drinking water. Any other time of the year, I pretty much, that's all I want to drink. But for some reason in the winter, it's like it slows down. But a lot of things seem to slow down in the winter, even though I don't live in a cold climate, which, that just seems weird too. There's a lot of strange things going on. But this energy is definitely, definitely crazy. So I really hope and encourage everyone to drink tons of water because it makes such a huge difference. And I just checked the Schumann resonance again, and it's still at 120. Now I wonder, what it's going to feel like if it goes from 120 back down to like 9. I wonder how we're going to feel. So I've tried to notice, like I had said, like I always notice like how I'm feeling, how my energy, if I feel like, oh, I could do so much today, I've got tons of unlimited energy, or if I'm feeling sluggish and slow and everything, and I'll look to see because I'm always figuring there might be some kind of correlation between the two. So far, I have not been able to figure anything out. It doesn't seem like that's how it works for me. But, we'll see in time to come. So I would love to start giving you guys some messages if anybody would like one. I am going to start off with Robert. And let's see. I had fun with these cards last week. I think it was last week. Of course, I don't have the box with me, so I don't remember what they're called. Shine On, I think, maybe. Something like that. So I'm going to use those for a little bit, too. Robert. I did notice, like, this morning, at times, it almost felt like, I don't know, the energy was just so intense. It almost felt like it was harder to breathe, harder to just even want to get motivated to do anything, which seems, very, that would correlate a lot with that intense energy. Kim, I'm going to write you guys' names down. Hello, Melissa. Nice to see you. Richard. Okay. Robert. And I also pulled out my Archangel cards, which I have not used in a while. And these were the ones these are the ones I used to use all the time. Okay, well, Robert, you got those. Those came up for you, Robert. Veronica said, you just explained a lot of what I'm feeling, but would still love a message, please. Of course. Veronica. Oh, how funny, Veronica. I already had your name down. Crazy. Okay, Robert. This first card says, awaken your authentic self and be true to you. And, I feel like you really are very real in who you are and how, I don't know, I can make sure I word this the right way. The way, I guess maybe the way you present yourself or the way, I just feel like you are very authentic. I feel like I don't feel like you're wearing a mask and trying to be something or someone that you're not. I feel like you know who you are and you're just doing more and more things to increase your awareness of who you are, to learn more about yourself. And that's a good thing. So keep doing that. Keep on doing that. It's important. We see so many people out in the world who are very, I don't like the word fake, but they're very artificial. They're not being true to themselves. And it's a very sad thing in one way. It can be annoying because, maybe we know who they really are and they have this whole fake persona that they're presenting to the world. That can be irritating. I've never really understood why someone would want to be anything or anyone other than who they are. But I mean, there's a lot of people out there that feel that way. I mean, look at all of these people, a lot of these, social influencers, and all these younger people. They're striving to be just like them. People need to realize they need to be themselves, and you already know that, Robert. Okay, so this card says, this is Archangel Jeremiah. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. It says overcoming difficulties. So I feel like you have overcome some challenges. Maybe they felt like minor ones. Maybe they felt very major to you. I'm not sure. But I feel like, that's all behind you now. So just keep looking ahead. Don't dwell on the past, Robert. Just keep on going. Because you know what you're headed for? A lot of prosperity in your life. And prosperity doesn't necessarily mean, money or finances, because you can be prosperous in many different ways. Um, this says that your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. And, you are capable of manifesting exactly what you want into your life, exactly what you want. And there's no reason to feel like you're not worthy. There's no reason to feel like it's not going to come to you. You just have to trust that it will. And, you're very intuitive, Robert. So that's only going to help you and to guide you in the right direction. So keep listening to that because you're doing a great job. You made a lot of positive changes in your life, and spiritually, you have grown so much in the last few years. But you know what? There's still more growth ahead for you, for all of us, because it's never going to stop. So I hope that resonates with you, Robert. Jan would love a card. Really stuck in my hometown. Can't seem to move away. And so frustrated with technology. Oh, Robert said, hoping for and need major change. Make it happen, Robert. Put that intention out there for exactly what you want. Don't be wishy-washy about it. Don't go back and forth about it. Know exactly what you want. Don't just say, well, I want a major change in my life. You have to be, I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but I'm just saying be very specific and very crystal clear on your intentions. Because then all of your energy is going to go to that. The universe is going to match it and send it right back to you. Okay, Kim. What do we have for Kim? Kim. And this is Kim Smith. Okay. Leadership. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. I feel like a lot of people look to you, Kim. A lot of people. And I feel like they really look up to you. They value what you have to say. They value you. They value your truth and your honesty. And then that kind of puts you in a leadership role, right? Because people repeatedly come to you for maybe advice about this or advice about that. And when they do, that shows that they trust you. That shows that, you guys, that they're wanting to connect with you. So keep on doing that. Be helpful, lend an ear. They just need to talk and they just want someone to listen. But I feel like you're really helping them with a lot of very beneficial information. So don't be shy about sharing whatever you know. Hello, Heather. How are you doing, Heather? I'm glad to see you here. Okay, Richard Riddle. What do we have? Oops. Okay, Richard. It says, you know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Richard, you too are very intuitive. And I know you trust your intuition, but you need to trust it 100%. You know, that's your inner knowledge, your inner knowing. And you already know what to do. You already have the answers to the questions that you're asking in your mind. You already know because it's already there. You just have to trust it when you get your answers. Trust it. You know, you may get your answer in, in a billboard. You might see something on the billboard and it's like, whoa, I was just talking about that. That's just what I was asking about. But if you're not clear which way, that information is coming to you, if you're not very clear on what it's trying to tell you, ask for clarification. Ask for you to receive a sign that you will immediately know. Because, we all have that intuition, and the hardest part is learning to trust it 100%. And that's true, I think, for every single person out there. Because that little part of our mind tries to make us doubt that, that's our intuition and that that's what we should be doing. And we can talk ourselves into or out of anything. So don't do that. Always follow that intuition because it never will lead you astray. So I hope that resonates with you, Richard. Oh, Heather, you're not late. You're right on time. Hello, Destiny. Okay, Veronica. Breathe, Veronica. Just breathe. And it says, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. I like this because I even remember telling this to my kids and my grandkids, like how when you get upset, instead of saying something that you don't mean out of anger, count to 5, count to 10. And it really helps because it helps to calm you. It helps to center you. And it helps to clear out that energy. So whenever you're feeling something maybe uncomfortable, just take a few breaths. Just inhale and hold it for a few seconds. Exhale. And it's very, very relaxing. It's very calming. And it will immediately change your energy. Linnell. Let's see what we have for Linnell. Linnell, healthy lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle. And this says, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. Now, we all know that a healthy lifestyle is not just what we ingest into our bodies and how much sleep we get. We know that a healthy lifestyle includes spending time in nature. It includes what we watch and what we listen to. If we fill our mind with garbage, that's just as bad as filling our bodies with garbage, right? With what we eat. So we want to, when we talk about a healthy lifestyle, we want to make changes that's going to be our overall lifestyle, not just changing what we eat or maybe not, dropping, your candy bar habit or whatever. But a healthy lifestyle includes so much more. And it's always important to keep that in mind. And whenever you can include meditation in that healthy lifestyle or yoga, that's going to help your energy levels and your vibration even more. Sarah. Hello, Sam. Nice to see you. Sarah. Patience, Sarah, patience. And it says, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. And it's hard when we're talking to patients in relations to, or in relation to like our dreams and our goals, because we get excited about those things and we want them like now. We don't want to wait. We don't want to have all these things happen first. We just want it done. So it's just really important to know that as long as you're taking, a step forward or you're going in that direction, it doesn't matter if you're taking a turtle step or, a giant leap. As long as you're going forward, that's what matters. So it doesn't matter how slow. So just be patient with yourself if it's taking longer than what you want for things to pan out for you, because they're going to. I feel a lot of beneficial, prosperous things coming your way, Sarah. Well, good, Linnell. Glad that's true. Glad that resonates with you. You are welcome, Richard. Okay, Destiny, I will write your name down. And that was Sarah that I just did. Okay, Jan. Oh, yes, we have plenty of time. Jan. You got the card of claircognizance, Jan. And it says, pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that are coming to you as they are answered prayers. So I know you said you were struggling about, I think it was like about moving or something, but I really feel inside you already know what you really desire to do, where you really want to be, the place that really resonates with you. But then I feel like you overthink it, you second guess yourself, and you have to listen to that intuition. You have to listen because you know that you already know. But when you're kind of on the fence, it's going to take you a lot longer to make a decision. But I feel like you are getting messages, and ask for a sign. Ask for a sign of where you are supposed to be and see what manifests itself for you. Because something will show up. And it might show up a little bit differently than what you're expecting. So just really be mindful of everything around you, because it could be something that comes to you, in a form of a song if you're on the radio. It could be a book you see in a bookstore. Maybe, you walk in the bookstore and all of a sudden you see a book about this specific city or state. So just really pay attention very closely to all these different things, because when we don't, and we get in our busy daily lives, and we can walk down the street and not even notice the flowers that are blooming. So really pay attention so you don't miss anything. Of course, Melissa. Of course. Because the answer is out there for you. But I think you already know that. And, don't be afraid to, pack up and move. Because it doesn't matter, what age we are. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. The important thing is that you are where you are supposed to be. Heather, let's see what we have for Heather. Well, I would really like to thank you guys, because every time I do my show, every week, I feel so much love and energy from you guys that I just feel amazing. And afterwards, and it's just so awesome. So thank you guys for that. Jan said, thanks, Ruth. I may have to wait longer due to some unexpected tasks. Sarah said, thank you, Ruth. I have been hearing the saying patience is a virtue lately. Great validation. You're right. It's hard to wait, but divine timing. Yes, divine timing. It's all in divine timing. I can remember when I was a little child, and you know how your parents always are like, well, you have to be patient, blah, blah, blah. And, they would tell me that everything comes to you in God's time, not our time. And I was like, well, what does that mean? And they're like, well, nobody really knows because, we have our time, we have minutes and seconds and hours and days. But in God's time, we don't know. 1 minute could be, or 1 minute over there could be like 5 years here. We don't know. So you just have to be patient. Not exactly what a little child wants to hear, but Okay, Heather, compassion. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. Oh, Tiffany, I love you too. Compassion. And I really, again, and I feel like I've said this before, that I really feel like you need more compassion for yourself. I really do. I feel like you are just too hard on yourself. Um, you don't have to do everything. You don't have to be perfect, which that on one level. But as a single mom and everything, I know it's you feel it on a different level because you feel like you have to be everything to everyone. But you have to put yourself first, Heather. You have to. Because you know what? If you're not in tip-top shape and able to give yourself these things, how are you going to give them to everybody else? You're going to just get run down and, you're going to be laying in bed and people are going to be taking care of you. And I know you're not going to like that. But I feel like you need a lot more compassion for yourself. Appreciate yourself more because you do a lot. You do a lot. And even if nobody in your life ever said to you, Heather, I appreciate what you did, you have to appreciate it in yourself. That's the important thing. That's a very important thing. Okay, destiny. Well, sure. Let's see. Oh, hello, Ward. Nice to see you here again. Leonie, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yes, I just put you on the list. Oh, wow. Leonie said, however, she said she would love a message. However, everything that you shared resonates. Awesome. 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 All right, now we are up to Desiree. I'm sorry, Desiree. Destiny. See, I can't read my own writing, even though I knew what your name was. That's pretty bad. Destiny. Destiny. Destiny, you also got the leadership card. And it says that it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. I feel like you have a story to share, information to share. And there are people that are willing to listen, people that would like to listen. And it's very important. But I feel like you could, by sharing this information, I feel like people are going to look up to you even more. Because you are a light, Destiny, and you need to shine that light. And, like Melissa always talked about the lighthouse. And, when that light's on and it's going around and it attracts all those boats in there, that's what your energy is like. You shine your light and it resonates with people and they come looking for you. So I feel like you definitely have something to share with others. So I hope you will definitely keep that in mind. Oh, good. I pronounced it well. Awesome, Leonie. That's awesome. Okay, now I have Melissa. And we have plenty of time. Melissa. Spiritual understanding. And it says, I'm bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. And what I feel for this, Melissa, is that you're getting I don't know if I would say a deeper understanding, but maybe your whole spiritual outlook, what you believe, what you feel. you're getting a little bit different perspective on it because you're learning more about yourself. And I feel like it's taking you to a deeper level of knowing, a deeper level of understanding. And the angels are helping you with that understanding and with that knowledge. Because, sometimes you get all this information thrown at you and it's overwhelming and you're not sure exactly what it means. And don't know how to, deal with it because there's just so much. And sometimes it can be very hard to understand, but they're helping you with that. They're helping you to understand it. And it's really going to reflect in your inner knowing. So it's going to be I feel like is it's kind of like taking you to a new level of understanding. That's pretty exciting. Okay, Sam. Spread your wings, Sam. This is your time to fly. And it says, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Whatever you have been planning, this is the time. Don't let anything hold you back now. Fear, not doubt, nothing. Don't let anything be an obstacle for you. You just need to take off and soar. Don't be afraid to fly, because once you take that first step, it's almost like there's a net there that's going to catch you. You're not going to fall. You are going to soar to new heights. So that's really exciting. You are welcome, Sam. You too, Melissa and Destiny. Lots of love to you too, Destiny. Okay, Leonie. Oops. Well, this card just flipped right out of the deck. So we know for sure this is your card. It says, you know what to do, Leonie. And it says, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Trust that you already know the answers, that all that information is inside of you. Sometimes we just have to set it free, set it loose, unwrap it, however you want to look at it. But we come here with everything we need to know. We just don't know that we know it. And different things in our life will help to start unwrapping it for us. Different, things we might see is going to start jogging our memory, going to start triggering us. But know that your intuition is there to guide you. It's our inner GPS system. So make sure you're always listening to that, because it's never going to guide you in the wrong direction. The only time that we steer ourselves in the wrong direction is when we don't follow our intuition. Because on some level, we usually always know what to do. We might not call it intuition or whatever, but that's what it is. It's that inner knowing, that inner guidance system. So always, always, always trust that, Leonie. It will always guide you in the right direction. Okay, and Ward. Life review card, Ward. And it says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. And this is a great time to do that inner healing with all of these energies, that are all around us now. It's a really good time to go within and to see what needs to be balanced, see what needs to be healed. If you have any areas where you have old issues that are not healed, this is the time to heal them. And when you do, they're no longer going to bother you. They're no longer going to trigger you. And they're not going to affect you going forward. When we have things that are unhealed somewhere down the road, something is going to happen. Something's going to pop up that's going to trigger that old pain, those old wounds. So that stuff all needs to be healed. But in addition to that, and making sure that your energy is balanced, take a look at where you've come, how far you've come, say the last 3 or 5 years. Look at where you were then and where you are now. And, think about where you want to be in a few years. What things can you start doing now to manifest what you want in your life? So I hope that resonates with you. And Sarah said, today when I took my mom to her doctor's appointment, we're in the waiting room and it was so cold in there. A lady that was there before we got there saw her mom was shivering and took her blanket and wrapped it around my mom, even though she was freezing too. Such an amazing act of love I got to experience. That is absolutely beautiful. That is so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that, Sarah. I want to thank everyone that was here, everyone who's going to watch this in the future, because, you know, you can watch it anytime. And you can watch it again. Thank you guys so much for being here and sharing this special time with me. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you next week. Good night.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP. Join our circle of VIPs and receive exclusive access to live stream specials and other epic perks. You can join the Goldylocks Productions VIP communities either through Patreon or the YouTube community. Join today.